I'm Chief Master Sergeant Frederick. I'm from the 841st Missile Security Forces Squadron, and I'm the Senior Enlisted Leader. What a chief represents is loyalty, honesty, someone can look up to. It's just that key leader in a squadron that can make or break a unit's cohesion. A Chief Master Sergeant is a very important piece. To me, it's somebody that I can trust, that can move mountains when an airman needs a voice. Being that leader, you know, when I was growing through the ranks, watching a chief and learning from chiefs, it was nice to know that they were in your corner, that you had somebody that you can trust, look up to, know that when you're going through a tough time, that there's somebody there willing to listen, help, give advice, and just help you grow as an individual. Throughout my career, I've had many mentors, way too many to even name and list. But what I can remember is each of them impacted me differently. And not only mentors that were bosses of mine, but those even below me, my subordinates and my peers. I've learned from each and every one of them. I've learned so much more from them than I feel like I've ever given to them. But one thing I can always remember are those first early flight chiefs, supervisors that just helped me grow as an airman, helped me be committed to the Air Force, showed me the way, introduced me to the enlisted force structure, the Brown Book, gave me a good base, a good foundation of what I am today. Without those leaders, none of this could be possible. Everybody from the old seasoned master sergeants that looked at me as a young A1C and said, you know, Airman Frederick, I see potential in you. I see you're going to be here for 20 plus years. At the time, you know, I kind of laughed and scoffed, but looking back, he was right. He knew what he was doing. He had the wisdom, the guidance. Then you know you have the other leaders, civilian leaders too, that had the green pens and the rulers to help you ensure that you weren't making mistakes, to check your work twice, measure twice, cut once, the old saying goes. And just being there to give the feedback and the advice throughout the years. Those mentors really carved a path for me, really helped me to become the leader that I am today. I'm forever grateful. One piece of advice that's always stuck with me actually came from an old movie, an old outdoors movie, Jeremiah Johnson. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a big outdoorsman. Love everything about it. In a scene, there was the old wise trapper outdoorsman that was pouring his knowledge into the young outdoorsmen that just came from down below. They were talking, and the old outdoorsman was telling them, you know, many a child has ventured this high in nature, looking to get what they can from down below. At the end, after the wisdom has been poured in, he says, you can't cheat the mountain pilgrim. And I've kind of lived my life by that. You can't cheat your airmen, right? You've got to be there for them. You got to know what they need. You can't just say things and not follow through. Your word is your bond. So when you tell somebody that you're going to do something, I look back on that moment in that movie, watching that young pioneer grow into the great outdoorsman that he become. And hopefully that I can instill just pieces of that kind of wisdom into my airmen and help them grow throughout their careers. The people that I'd like to thank today are obviously friends and family, right? Without them, I couldn't have got this far. First off, I'd love to give a shout out to my children, Sadie, Katrina, and Blake Frederick. They're my reason for living, my reason for succeeding, my reason to keep going on every day. Family, my grandparents, especially my grandfather. He was my father figure growing up. Really gave me a great base, a foundation of what a man should be. My uncles and my aunts, my cousins, Love them to death. Family is everything. Finally, some key friends came into the Air Force with one of my good friends, Pat Thomas, and we came in on the buddy system, went to basic and tech school and came to Malmstrom together at our first assignment. Without him, I don't know how easy of a path this would have been. So I give all my thanks to him as well. To all the friends I made along the way, way too many to count. I'm appreciative, I really am. Just can't thank enough for all the great men and women I've got to share this experience with.